Oh my gosh. On today's show, we're answering your questions.
Morning.
Cuba, blackout, food, and weather.
Yep.
Are you still traveling to Cuba? Have you made retirement travel plans?
Yes.
Tipping and items to bring. Cuban workers, how are they? Running into subscribers, our Patreon, and what we did with the money, our top Patreon levels, merchandise, and so much more today on this video.
Yeah. Welcome. Good morning.
And good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning, Mike.
Jenny.
Cheers.
Oh, Mike and Jenny.
Morning. I hope you all have your coffee. Coffee.
Ooh, really good. Morning,
Is
all.
it really good?
It's
A
good.
little hazelnutty.
Can everyone hear us okay?
And good morning. I was reading earlier and I was like, we've got a whole wide variety of weather happening across Canada this morning.
Oh, do we really?
Yeah. Well, someone in Newfoundland said super cold, cold, cold.
What is super cold in Newfoundland? Okay, Nicole, Lizette, Leanne.
Yeah, we got Muskokas.
We've got Tammy, Ross, Ron. We're talking to Rodney.
Yeah, good
morning. We're talking to Hidden Jackpots. We're talking to Tracy.
Oh, sunny in Nova Scotia.
Some people already went by. How do I scroll down? Because there's a lot of people that went by already, and I don't get this. Like Lisa Hart.
I know. There's everyone is here. Everyone's
Michael,
in the house.
Nicole, Tanya, 7 Days in Paradise.
Yeah, they can hear us. Okay,
David,
great.
Sue. Good morning, all.
Good morning from
Living on
Poggy,
Cash.
Sue.
Ooh, living on cash. That's smart.
Yeah, really
Karen, James, Alex.
Awesome.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
I just want to say, I just got back from Cuba.
You did. Tell us.
The weather was actually really super nice down there.
Okay.
If anyone's kind of going within the next week, 2 days, you're going to have a great time. The water temperature is unbelievable.
That's my fave.
I brought this little rubber ducky down and it tells you the temperature of the water. The ocean's about 87 and the pools were about 88, 87. So if you're the type of person like me that hates to get into the ocean and the water when it's cold,
anytime
you're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Did you actually go in? That's what I want to know.
I didn't go in. I didn't go in because I was actually busy.
Yeah, I know.
Busy.
I know you're busy. Busy.
Where's our questions?
Okay.
We have a lot of questions
We do have
to
a
go
lot of
over
questions.
because I put that up on Facebook and people wrote in. So that's amazing.
So we're going to try to go through it.
And let's just kind of go through here. Who's having a good morning? So many people.
Everyone.
Martha, Brett, Heather, Derek.
Yes.
Bright and sunny in Bellwood Lake. 7 Days in Paradise.
Yeah.
Like everyone's just saying hello. And, good morning to you all.
Good morning. It's good to be here. We didn't think we were going to get back for this Saturday because Mike was away. We thought we might be going to the lake. Probably needed to cut the grass. But to be honest, we're not sure when we're going to get back on here. So we're doing this one.
Because I'm leaving tomorrow morning or tomorrow for Cuba. So I had to come home to make the video and upload it. And I had to see my mom. And so...
And he had to see...
I had to see Jenny. I had to see my kids because I am gone now for a long stint.
Yeah.
But I really need to get that video done.
Yeah,
I just want to say hi to Hidden Jackpots. Laundry day today. Oh, okay.
It's laundry day every day.
Probably for everyone in the whole world.
Yeah, probably.
So, I just went down there and of
Love
course, let's just talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Just before I was getting on the flight and last week, Jenny and I was talking to Jenna. I said, I think I want to start making another video about more blackouts are probably going to occur.
That's true. And then while you were there,
it happened.
Sure enough.
Now, I'm not the type of person that wants to dive in and looking for problems. But if you really kind of dive in to see what's happening in Cuba, tourism is actually down quarter on quarter for the first quarter of 2025. It was down like in the 20%. And what does this mean? And I'm not going to get too into depth, but
we try not to get political here.
No, but I'm about numbers.
We know Cuba's
I'm about numbers. And when you have tourism down and tourism help pay for that fuel that goes into the island, tourism dollars that are needed, I know something's going to break.
Yeah.
And all they have to do is flinch on an oil supply coming in. And you got all those ships going over to thingamajiggy, Venezuela. They're probably, having to reroute boats and stuff for oil.
It's not good there either.
So I think it was bound to happen. And I think this year coming up, it's going to be bound to happen.
Yeah.
But what I like to say quickly, and we'll talk about this more later.
Let's talk about what that means for
resorts didn't flinch. I didn't even know that there was a blackout until Jenny sent me a text saying, "Hey, do you realize?"
Yeah.
I'm like, The resort didn't even flinch.
No. And different areas are like Cayo Coco runs on its own.
Yeah.
Holguin tends to run on its own, although there's rolling blackouts there.
Cayo Cruz, I did run into people at the airport when I was coming home, and they said at Villa Galé, they actually did run out of power and they didn't have water for a little while.
So they might not have had gas for their generator or something.
Or no, I think that also it comes off of a generating station. Some has their own separated generating station.
But
so
it doesn't impact the resorts too badly. So there's lots of people who
Emilia Cayo Coco, I didn't even know until I talked to the workers, and then I asked them how they were doing. And if you've ever been to Emilia Cayo Coco, that one worker that not the bartender, but the waiter at the outdoor El Ranchon, the bigger guy, he didn't even flinch. No. I said, "Are you okay?" and everything. He just throws his hand up like he doesn't want to talk about it. No,
and let's be clear, we're not. I mean, we're happy that the resorts aren't impacted, but we also really feel for the Cubans.
We do.
You know, we feel for them because they are dealing with that all the time. And I think the media doesn't, you know, it talks about these big blackouts, but they're dealing with it constantly. So we feel for them. And I think anything you can do to help them out is amazing.
Yeah. And they worry that this will impact the island even more because they get worried.
Well, because
they
people
get fearful.
Are scared and travelers don't want to go on a
this
holiday.
Is the only way that they can make a living. And that worker that works on the resort goes into Moran and he spends his money in town and buys groceries and spends his money in the town, which helps out their micro economy. So it has a dramatic effect when people start to kind of rein back on travel plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we? Like, lots of people are putting some great questions in the chat as well.
Perfect.
And I hope they can answer each other because it'll be hard for us to keep up with both.
Okay.
But one question on here, and I don't know if you're talking about it today, Mike, but does anyone know if prices will drop for Christmas and New Year's? The prices are really high right now. What do you think?
Okay. I've talked about this in other videos.
Yeah.
Listen, and I'm not a travel agent. I'm not a travel advisor, but I've gone and done this enough.
With your experience. Yeah.
And listen, the best time to book Christmas is always going to be in July and June. Usually you're going to get the best deals. There might be like blips. Typically, if you see a deal now, like if it's high and it comes down, you press enter because there's only that one plane going. When it's full, it's full.
That's right.
And the issue right now in Cuba that I'm noticing is there's not everyday flights.
No, it's hard for me.
Santa Maria doesn't have everyday flights. Holguin doesn't have everyday flights from YYZ right now. So my brother wants to meet up with me, but he can't fly. He has to fly on a Saturday or a Tuesday because that's when the flights are going from YYZ. So he can fly from Calgary to meet me. So that's why I think prices are going to stay tight. If you can get a deal right now, go for it because that plane is going to fill up and then it's party over.
Right. Yeah. There was something that I
missed. Is anyone else getting interrupted ads? Okay.
Strange on a live. It is strange.
That is strange on a live.
I'm not sure. We'll have to look into that. We'll have to ask Charlie.
Yeah, we'll have to ask our
tech.
Yeah, we're sorry about the interruption there. We're back though.
Yeah, sorry.
So we're just talking questions. And let's go to Heather in 7 Days in Paradise because she asked a couple of great questions here.
Yeah, she did.
We're going over it now.
Yeah. Okay, so wondering what new resorts are being built.
Okay, well, let's go with that one.
Okay. New resorts.
I think with tourism being down, I haven't seen a lot of new resorts like that are starting to come online right now. Like you can hear chatter about people saying, oh, there's going to be so many new resorts going up in Holguin and they're going to put an airport in.
Right.
With tourism going down, I can't see that happening, but that's just my own personal opinion. There is a resort that they've been working on between Villa Galé and
that's right.
Paradon, Cayo Paradon, Grand Aston Cayo Paradon. That one's been underway now, I think, for almost 2 years.
Yeah, because even when we were there, you said, this was like this last year.
Yeah. So I don't see too many new resorts coming online, but what I'm noticing is resorts are doing refurbishments and they're doing upgrades and updates.
Yeah, that's
good. I think that's going to continue.
Yeah, I hope so. Also, Cayo Largo updates.
Cayo Largo update.
We're trying to get to Cayo Largo. It's almost impossible.
So what I'm looking at, if you want to go to Cayo Largo, you have to actually go. I'm going to take a train. I think I'm going to try. It's just complicated because they're morning flights out of Montreal. Take the train. I'm going to take a Via to Montreal, and then you get on that 7 a.m. flight. So that's a possibility if you want to go to Cayo Largo out of Montreal.
Roscoe's making a little appearance.
Oh my gosh, he's a pain.
My leg. So everyone, good morning. Roscoe making a an appearance.
Hi, Roscoe.
Hi,
Heather.
I know.
Heather also writes in because we're gonna get 7 Days in Paradise out of the way. They're a Patreon and they're a major supporter of Finding Fish. Suggestions for staying in or near the mountains. I was actually supposed to be going to make this video.
Yes, you were.
But the company I was supposed to be working with dropped the ball. And guess what? You made a big mistake because people are asking. Listen, you can go. The problem right now is you can't get a direct flight anymore into Santiago to Cuba. If you could, it makes it a lot easier. But you can go into Sugo Frente. Look up that, okay? It's called Second Front. You can stay in a luxury resort there in the mountains. It's just getting there now. It's probably going to be about a 5-hour transfer, which is going to be pricey.
Yeah.
But if you can get into there, you got the whole town there of Segundo Frente, which is untapped by tourists. It's really, really quiet, beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you can go into the mountains and stay at a luxury resort and have a beautiful experience. Like
amazing.
I'm going to make the video because I shot it. Actually, I just haven't had time to make the video, but it's very interesting.
I do research when Mike's not around just to give him information and stuff. And that comes up in like the top 5 places to see in Cuba.
Yeah. Like, listen, if you want me to make the video, reach back out and get me out there because it is confusing and it's really hard for people to navigate that on their own. But that's an amazing place to go to.
Totally. Okay, let's talk to Nadine.
Nadine.
Mosquitoes worse than normal?
I don't think so. I think mosquitoes and the no-see-ums are just annoying.
Yeah.
I was actually, when I first got to Keokoko, I thought, oh my gosh, there's no bugs. You have to remember though, the resort's sitting in a lagoon.
Yeah.
Like they're coming. And they did come, but they weren't that bad. And it's so hot down there that they get burnt off at 8 a.m. and then they don't come back until 6 o'clock at night. But they got the mosquito smog machine going.
Snuffer.
So, they're going to be annoying, I think, early in the morning and later on in the evening. Okay. Yeah. And if you go into the bushes for some bloody reason.
Well, we've said this before. I think that's when people are most bitten is when they've had a few drinks, they're out at night and they just like kind of lose track and they don't realize it. And they wake up in the morning covered in bites.
Now, I went down to take a picture of that abandoned pink structure that so many people told me to go.
Someone said it was a disco, abandoned disco.
I'm going to tell you. I was still on the beach, but near the greenery. Yeah. I got eaten alive in 10 seconds so bad I had to run for my life.
And that was midday, no?
Midday.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got to the beach, not a bug. So just stay away from the greenery.
Yeah, that's where they're hiding. That's where they're hiding out. Okay. Enza, does a dress code for dining a la carte exist for men and women? Is there still a dress code in Cuba?
I don't know if there's a real dress code. I know that they're not liking you walking in a tank top for dinner and your swim trunks.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
That. Yeah, or
some
a
places,
bikini top or
some places I've been told to put like if you come in like certain hours, even at the nice lobby bar, put a t-shirt on. Like they don't want people walking around.
No,
like like Cuba's getting into that different criteria of like they want it to be nice for people.
And if you're like we've seen at 5 stars or more luxury, people really get dialed in, especially the Europeans
and the Cuban people.
Yeah, I've often felt a little underdressed. So
for sure.
The last few times I've tried to take a few things that are a little dressier.
Like for me now, especially like September's still warm, but I always have a pair of long pants and a nice couple of shirts for dinner.
Good point, because some of them will say long pants for men. They will say that. I don't know if they follow through.
Blau.
Yeah.
Blau, if you didn't have long pants, they gave you long pants.
That's true. That's true. So that's a really good question. And so thanks for asking. And someone in here was just asking, have we been to Cayo Largo? I just wanted to answer. Yep, we have a video, so look it up.
And we were just watching the video on Cayo Largo. It's actually a great place. It's just right now, for some reason, why YZ's not going there. Yeah, and it's probably because the tourists are not wanting it, obviously. Like Sunwing and WestJet, these guys are smart. They know all about numbers. If the plane can't get filled up, they're not going.
They're not going.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. We hear that often. So Chelsea, we did talk about power issue at the beginning. So hopefully I feel like that's kind of covered. There's going to be
no. I think let's just continue on with this quickly. Okay. Power issues at the resort.
Oh, okay.
I think if you're going to go to the majority of resorts, especially in Derail, in Keokoko, in Santa Maria, these resorts have power generations. You're probably not going to notice much. Some though in Derail, your air conditioner might not be hooked up to the power generation, the generator. So you might not be with air conditioning.
Right.
That might be the biggest downfall.
Now, does it have any impact on bathrooms, like toilets flushing?
I didn't notice it. And I've never noticed it since I've been there. And I did the blackout many times last year. No, water was still functioning for resorts.
That's good to know. I think people would be concerned about that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because you don't want to go down in a blackout. But honestly, it didn't affect one iota.
But following up, Beverly wants to know, does power issue affect Wi-Fi?
It doesn't affect Wi-Fi when I was there. But last year when we did have a blackout in KO Cruise, it was totally no Wi-Fi in KO Cruise.
I couldn't get a hold of you.
That's right.
And I was worried.
Yeah. So that was a big blackout. So it depends on the resort area, I would think, for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But when I was just in KO Coco at the Melia, I had Wi-Fi through the whole resort. I think even right onto the beach at some point when I got hooked up to the right Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi's are excellent now. In your room, lobby, everywhere. You can just walk around and talk to whoever you need to.
I'm going to come back to Tracy because I can see Ron is in here. And he's asked his question. What's the best resort for first time to Cuba for a solo traveler? He sent me a message this morning.
First of all, if you want to go, this is what I'm noticing. Right now, they're offering like the discount. If you see the discount for it's say $7.99 for a double, they're offering it right now for singles as well.
Perfect.
But some resorts in October, November, they take that off and then they jack it up about another 30%. So you have to do your homework. It depends if you want to spend more money. Blau is a great resort. You're talking the Melia properties in Derail or in KO Coco that I was just at. It would be the Royalton's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Sanctuary White Sands for solo travelers is a solid resort. I think if you just go to the top tier resorts, I would personally say you're going to have the most amount of people there. And if you want to go, I would go just to like, I don't need to go to family resorts. I'm only going there to make videos to share it with you. But I just go to adults only resorts. And, and like, there's a lot of just great people having a good time there.
Yeah. Someone asking, do the bank machines have a problem with power outages?
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I don't bring my bank card. I'm never looking for a bank machine in Cuba.
That's what the question is anyway.
Because I bring my cash and I bring just a little extra because to get a cab to go to find a bank machine, and if it doesn't work, then what are you going to do?
James is asking a great question. Sorry, Mike. I just don't want to miss it because it's at the top.
And I think so did I.
Any issues with WestJet takeover? With Sunwing, and will we see more direct flights? And
I don't know.
We don't know a lot about that. But seems like a slow move.
This is what I'm going to say. I actually love the check-in a lot better with Sunwing than I do with WestJet.
Yes,
it was easier. You go up to the kiosk, you pick your seat, you were gone.
Yeah,
I noticed last time when I was just in Toronto that they have changed it slightly to make it easier. Yeah. But Sunwing's check-in was a lot easier than WestJet, and I know a lot of people didn't like Sunwing or whatever. I'm not getting into that, but I really loved Sunwing's check-in process.
Yeah, we had issues at WestJet.
Ghost Viper. What is this one?
We even had some blackout issues here in Puerto Plata. Power was out for about an hour. Yeah, and there are power issues other places in the world.
Let's talk about this. In the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean.
I have my brother-in-law lives in Costa Rica. They have a power outage every single day. When we were in Barbados, power outages.
Yeah.
When I was in Antigua, power outages. You have power outages. That's just the way it goes when you're in the Caribbean for sure. Yeah. We have them here in our own country, obviously.
We have had them in our own country,
but
not as
down
often,
there,
of course,
I think people get a little bit more nervous because they don't know how long it's going to last.
Sure.
But you have to remember this. All the countries want to get the power on as fast as possible because they want to keep people happy. Yeah. They don't want them not being happy. They want them to come back, not to run away.
Yeah, true enough.
So they're doing their best.
True enough. There was another little great question in there, but I lose track. How many different pairs of shoes? That's it. Would you bring on a 7-day? I'll answer for Mike because I help pack.
Okay.
Mike would generally on a 7-day take 3. You take a flip-flop.
Yeah.
You take running shoes because you're constantly moving.
Yeah.
And then he might take a great little pair of you have your little Timberland or what are they? Like boat shoes.
Boat shoes. That's what I typically.
They're a little dressier if you're going to go out for dinner.
And guess what I'm doing this time?
What are you doing?
I have so many pairs of shoes.
We're taking some.
Like that I travel around the world with. Now I'm going to take those on the flight. I'm going to use them when I'm there, and then I'm going to donate them to a worker.
Yeah.
Because they're still awesome shoes. They're gently used, but I don't need all the shoes that I own. And it's a good way to get rid of something that I don't.
Yeah, and they'll love
and I'll just give it to a gardener or something.
Yeah. Or you're going to maybe try to find
George.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for George,
Looking for
but we're going to
George.
talk about that later on in the
will.
Patreon.
Okay, let's get back to this. Entry requirement for Cuba if you're bringing any of your own medications.
Okay, no, first of all, entry requirements for Cuba. Yeah, you need to fill out the visa.
That's separate.
Yeah, you need to fill out the visa. 48 hours before you're flying in there. You just go to the Cuba site, or usually the airlines will send it to you. It's just it's what we used to do on the airplane. It's pretty basic. Most countries now require it, no matter where you go, whether it's England, Barbados, wherever in the world.
We've been doing that.
That you need to do that. It's free, which is amazing, because some countries it isn't free.
Yes.
And you just fill it out so everyone knows that you're coming to the country.
Right.
Now, also, that person did ask about, can I bring in drugs, medication? Listen, I can't answer that question.
Yeah. It's hard to know.
I'm not a travel advisor. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But what I do know is don't bring vapes, because they don't like vapes.
Don't bring anything like that.
Or drones. It's a nightmare. Even if you have, licenses for
paperwork,
it can slow you down.
Yeah, they tend not to care about that. Yeah, so I think it's best, Tracy, I don't know, look something up, Google it, ask other people. We don't often, Mike and I aren't on any medication, so we don't really bring any medication.
Tips in Cuba, Caroline. Tips in Cuba. This is coming up as well.
It's come up a few times.
Tips in Cuba. CAD or US. You can do both. Just no coins ever.
No coins. Paper money. That's it.
I bring a lot of US $1 bills.
Yep.
But when I was in Cayo Coco at the Amelia, they were asking me for bigger bills, because they sold me a bunch of ones because I ran out of ones. So I'm just like, here's a 20. Anyone got singles? They just gave me a bunch of singles. I think US dollar bills just works out well for me.
Yeah.
And I did bring a lot of $5 bills, like for if I'm going out to an a la carte, my maid, whatever, I use those $5 bills for other things as well. But tip what you think is necessary, and tip what you want to tip.
Yeah.
Tipping is different for everyone. And we've all talked about that. Along with that, but I'm going to talk about this later, I bring a lot of little useful items as well. So part of my tip, I tip with currency always. I always give currency, but I also brought coloring books, coloring pencils, and I just gave those as gifts.
Right.
But we'll talk about that later.
Okay, so they answered, yes, prescription, as long as they're in original bottles. That's a really good point. This has come up a couple of times.
Yeah, but that's great that you guys can answer those questions, because I am not a travel agent or advisor, and I don't bring medication down, so I don't know.
Yeah. Is WestJet using the Sunwing hangar? It's not.
I haven't taken the bus over into the inner field for a long time.
No.
And it makes it awesome, because we fly into Terminal 3 now. I get off, I walk right through customs, and I'm gone.
Yeah. So
and my carry-on is free.
So who knows long term if they're going to be moving? We don't know.
We don't know. But right now, right now the flights have been rocking out, like a slight delays here and there. But flying home, we've been getting boarded up, and we've been gone.
Awesome. Kimberly wants to know best resort in Holguín.
Best resort?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to go to the top. Like, just go to the top tiers. Like,
go to the.
I would go to Paradisas Rio de Oro. I'm looking at going back to that one, and I would go to Para Pesquero. Playa Pesquero. That's a great resort too.
Yep.
And if you want a longer bus ride, but you want a great deal, I think the Sanctuary in Holguín is a great resort. Jenny, I've been there many times.
I loved it.
Great food quality, away from everything. It's a 2-hour bus ride,
it's far, but
you can get really nice rooms. And right now, I think they're giving you free upgrades. So if you bought a garden, they're giving you a pool. If you bought a pool, they're giving you the ocean. Upgrade. If you bought an ocean, they're giving you a junior suite. So yeah. And I think the food quality there's been great. The staff has been friendly.
Okay, this is a big question they ask all the time. How do you get the deals? Mike doesn't get a special deal. He just is on the computer every day.
Like, I'm on it all the time.
Every day, all
day. And prices go up and down. And this is what I do know. I never book January ahead of time.
No.
I book September.
September.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking. I don't ever book September ahead of time. I book September like the week before, 4 days before I'm going. And right now I'm noticing September's cratering even lower. So I think I bought that deal that I just went for $625. It came down to $585. Okay, so that's cheap.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm not telling you where I'm going, but I think I paid $705 for 7 days. That's amazing.
It is amazing.
And then I've already got 4 or 5 trips booked.
Yeah.
Totally booked.
You do.
And I did book a few out advance, especially for around October, because I know prices will slightly go up, but they come back down in November. That's what I do. I'm just constantly looking.
Brody is asking, Brody from Ottawa, what is the best time to book for March break?
I'd start looking now.
Now?
I would start monitoring it right now because these airlines are so smart. Like they know the dates.
Yeah, they do.
We're looking at going to Europe and the prices are already high.
Yeah, they are.
So if you want to do March break, it's going to be ugly, but
yeah,
they know they've got you because there's only one plane going that day.
Yeah, and it's March break, and they know you might have
there's
a holiday.
There's one WestJet. There's going to be one Sunwing. There's going to be one Air Transit as of right now. If demand starts to pick up, they can probably put more planes on. But...
yeah. Okay. I think we're going to move to food quality and quantity in low season, and it's part of our today's show.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, you were.
And it's just not for me. I asked a lot of people. I ran into a lot of subscribers when I was down in Cuba, and at different resorts when I was coming home on the airport, I said, "How's the food?" They all said they were pleasantly surprised. That's not coming from me. So
not just your resort, other
people's resort.
Okay.
Cuba's getting it. They need to actually step it up when it comes to consistency for their resorts. They need it because if not, like tourism is going to drop. So
yeah,
I think the food quality and quantity for low season, I was happy with it.
Yeah. So we thought we would ask, like, even in the chat, with all that's going on, are you still traveling to Cuba?
Are you guys still traveling?
Are you still traveling to Cuba? Are you still?
This is a question we're going to ask you, and I want to see these come up. Are you changing your plans because of the blackout?
Yeah.
And because of there might be some inconsistencies when it's coming to power for this fall?
And especially if you only have that one holiday a year, are you risking it or are you going somewhere else? If you're going somewhere else, where are you headed?
Yeah.
We want to know.
Yeah, we want to know that.
Yeah.
And I'm also starting to see people pop up the question, what's it going to be like, the weather going to be like in the fall? We can answer. I made videos of that because it does cool down. But right now, September, that's why it's my favorite time in early October. The oceans are still. There's not a lot of wind. But when it's still and there's not a lot of wind, that's when it gets really super hot. And sometimes the mosquitoes will come out.
Lots of people still going. Jill says, I'm going to Mexico.
Andy, we've got Karen. We've got BL96. Eric, Michelle, Nancy, people are going, still going.
Still people are
Sue,
going.
Greg. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Wow, Ghost Viper definitely going.
Keeping in
James.
mind, though, most of you on here are Cuba lovers, so maybe we're asking the wrong crowd.
No, we're not asking the wrong crowd because more new people are going to keep coming to these live streams and they're going to get educated, not just from Jenny and I, but from people that are in these feeds.
That's so true.
Because this is what first timers need to do. They need to start coming to programs like this, not just for what Jenny and I are saying, but for what you guys are saying in the feed.
Yeah, because you guys go.
Because you guys answer just as many questions as Jenny and I do. And this is where we all become a lot better because the source of information is going to be greater.
Know better, do better. Oh, someone flip-flops. Dominican 1 year, Cuba the next, back and forth. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think Ghost Viper, they're down in DR right now. They just wanted to change it up, right?
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
Yeah, it is good. Okay, we also wanted to know, have you made, so this is a hot topic with Mike and I, but have you made retirement travel plans? Like, will you be able to keep traveling as you retire? And what sorts of things are you doing to ensure that you're going to be able to travel? Just
I run into subscribers all the time, and they say, how do you do this?
Yeah.
And I'm going to make a video about that one day.
That's a good idea.
But that's why Cuba is, for us, always going to be on our radar, especially when we're done in the summertime. Like maybe next year, we're going to take August off, hang out at home, and then early September, we'll go away again because it's just nice to travel. But Cuba's on our radar because it's affordable and it's safe.
Yeah.
And it's clean and the beaches are stunning and the people are amazing. So that's our top criteria.
Right.
That doesn't change. And I don't have to worry about robberies and things that are being said in other islands that happen to tourists.
And some things that are pretty serious too.
Yeah, so I don't worry about that when I go to Cuba. Cuba people, if you know Cuba, like we all probably do, those workers are more concerned about us and sometimes they are about themselves, which is unfortunate because that's just the way they are. But I think that's why we give so much to Cubans.
Yeah.
I feel safe 100%, but that's just me.
Anyway, that's just something that we've been talking about heading into retirement and how we'll continue to do this. What is that, Mike?
Tipping.
Oh, tipping. We talked about it.
Tipping. No, and items to bring.
Oh, items to bring. Oh, well, hopefully everyone saw.
But I'm going to be posting something. about what I'm going to take Monday. I'm going to post that because I went out as soon as I got home and I ordered a bunch of more stuff. I think right now those plug-in lights, but they're sold out at a lot of places that I went to, like the dollar stores. They used to be the best place to get them. Like in our community, they're gone. I think because we had that major ice storm, so everyone's. But that was earlier. But they just wiped out the inventory. I think anything to do with power. And they can plug things in is huge for the Cubans.
And batteries for sure. Because when they don't have power,
lighting, power packs.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to bring a lot, but if you can bring a few, that goes a long way for
I think Cuba. Last week when we were in the live chat, someone was taking a small generator to donate.
Yeah, people.
And I don't know a lot about generators, but I just think, wow, that's amazing, right?
Yeah, it is amazing. But people are amazing.
One person in the chat, sorry, I can't see who it was, but the other reason for Cuba is the short flight. We've talked about that.
Love the short flight.
You know, it's a short flight for us anyway.
3 hours, 3 to 3.5. I think Colgain's is a little bit longer. But it's especially when WestJet and Sunwing were on their game. It's like they get the door closed. They were off. You come in a little earlier because Cappy just put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, that's true.
And for me, like 3 hours, like that's how much I'm at the airport and trying to get to the airport. So I love it.
Robert Ross, I love this comment. Love the videos and everything you do, but do you two travel once in a while for YouTube? No cameras, no laptop, etc. Haha. No.
I was thinking about that today.
We don't. However, when we went to Barbados, we went for a week and we only made 2 videos.
Yeah, and I was like, Jen, can we just go into Bridgetown and go to Oystons? And I want to make that video. No, we're on a mandatory holiday. So almost killed me.
So we do take like days off for sure because I will mandate it.
I had to go to marriage counseling when I got home.
Not true, but it's important, I think, to always have a holiday. And when Mike and I are at the lake, we are on holiday, which is
that's why we're taking August off.
It's amazing when we're up there. It's quiet, it's peaceful, we're off grid.
But we're also going to Barbados next year for 2 weeks.
Yes.
So we've already scheduled it.
So there'll be a few days where there's no cameras allowed.
Yeah. But we also, when we were in Barbados and we stayed at that Airbnb.
Yes.
The guy that owned the Airbnb reached out to us and said,
"Oh,
you guys do this?"
Yes.
He's going to comp us to come back. So we're just going to show you the exact same Airbnb that we did. We're going to stay in that area, but it's going to allow us to make more videos.
And he's not going to pay for the whole thing. Other places in the world. Yeah. So that's amazing.
And we're not looking for that. We never asked for that, but he reached out and said, maybe he'll give us a couple $100 off. And we said, oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So thank you for asking that. And it is always a conversation that Mike and I are having because as you guys all know, or you should anyway, I still work full time. So holidays for me are still kind of like holiday-ish, whereas for Mike, it's work. So we try to compromise.
But our platform's becoming bigger because now we do TikTok, Facebook. I'm starting to try to dive more into Facebook and we do YouTube. So for me, like I'm still working on stuff and I just got home.
Yeah. Mike's always working. And now with our merch drop, I was working last night. I love filling the orders. I was busy. Mike came down. He's like, what are you doing?
But that's why when we do merchandise, we order it and then we do it and then we're done for a while because it can consume a lot of our time.
Yeah, totally.
So once it's gone, folks, we always say it's gone.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Holy, things are selling fast.
Yes, totally.
Wow. I just can't believe it. But thank you for everyone that supports, but we'll talk about that later.
We will. Okay. What's next?
Cuban workers and how are they?
Yeah.
Because
you got to check in on them.
You got to check in on them. Like, I have to say, everyone from the person that cleans my room, that cleans the bathroom, to the gardeners, to the people that
bellboys,
that the waiters and waitresses.
Yeah.
The Melia Kale Coco, that resort is run like a Swiss Army knife.
Oh, I love that.
They've been there a long time. They don't care if you've been there once or 30 times. They look after you. And anyone can chime in and say if I'm right or wrong. But
yeah, well, we have lots of subscribers that's their home base. They love that.
I hadn't been there in 10 years. I felt special. I love that resort. Yeah. Like, it's a great size resort for someone that looks wanting to get away and just have an interesting and an easy time.
Yeah.
There was a good breeze blowing through it because people said, well, does the lobby area, because it looks like it's sheltered, it still gets a good breeze.
That's nice. I love that.
And they had entertainment at night in there, and it was just a good vibe. Of course, it's an older crowd.
Like,
Like
that's cool.
I'm kind of one of the younger ones. Like
that's cool.
I'm kind of one of the younger ones, but guess what? When you're going there, it's just chill.
Yeah.
Like you're not being bothered. If you're looking to party, there were some guys at my age that were looking to party. Like they picked the wrong resort. But if you're just looking to get away, fantastic.
That's nice.
So what I like to say is I brought like pencil crayons and markers and coloring books and hooks and line.
Yeah.
And because I always ask who likes to fish, and most of them like to fish, and women too.
Or they'll tell you who does.
And they'll tell you who does.
Give it to them.
And I gave it away, and especially like the people that clean the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Like I gave this lady, this older woman, coloring stuff. I said, "Do you have any kids?"
Yeah.
But they have nieces and nephews and grandkids. I gave them items for kiddies. They loved it, and the hooks were a very big success. Flew home, went to Walmart where I got them, and I cleared it out.
You did.
I have so much fishing gear because I know it's going to be gone off the shelf soon. And for me, that helps me out.
Yeah, totally. And are you going to share what you got for the next trip?
I'm going to take photos and put it on Facebook, what I have. Folks, I got some stuff, so I'm good for 2 or 3 trips.
That's good to know.
But I always ask, and the Cuban workers, they have so much dignity. If they're hurting, they won't tell you.
No.
But they're troopers.
They are troopers.
They don't complain.
Aaron LeBlanc's like, have you been to Flamenco recently and how was it? We haven't, but I was going to chime in. Like I took on a little cleaning lady at Flamenco years ago, and I just loved giving her everything. Denali.
Yeah, she finally made it to Montreal.
She did. And I just, those are the kinds of, and she was young and she had a little boy, and you make those connections with those people, and I'd give her everything when I was leaving. I just loved her. But we haven't been to Flamenco recently.
But people have been chiming in from Flamenco, and
it's on the rise.
It's going to come to me. Her name's going to come to me. She's a big time supporter.
Okay.
She was just there. They said that they had one of the best times I've ever had, and they had great food
That's
quality.
Amazing. I do love it there.
So her name's going to come to me, but
it'll come to you. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
What's Jim saying? Finding fish gear might be a good idea for gifts. That you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Now, I got in some new merch, but the place that they made my merchandise, they made a mistake on some of it, and it's still awesome quality shirts, but it wasn't. Something happened in the process.
It wasn't the logo you were wanting.
Wasn't the logo, which is cool, but I don't want to actually go and say, listen, I want to replace it. I'll pay for the merchandise. Give me a slight discount because it isn't what I ordered. And I'm going to give that to the workers.
Yeah, we're going to give some
of
it away.
I constantly give a lot of stuff to the workers, but
yeah,
that's
and
just
it's not the shirts you're ordering, just so you know. It's just a color that we're not putting out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, are we talking about merch now or no?
Well, look, and is there any other questions here right now? Cuba is not for party. It's for people that want to get exactly. That is what Cuba's in essence is all about.
That's true.
Favorite resort in Trinidad. Well, I'm going to tell you, Trinidad, like the Amelia Peninsula in Trinidad is beautiful. And if you have the money, you're going to go to the level. The food quality, because I'm making a video, what's the best food in Cuba? I'm not going to just pick one resort. I'm going to show the resorts that I want to that had really outstanding food quality.
Yeah.
That resort had great food quality. The beach was nice, but it was a snorkeling beach. So you were going in there to jump around because it was a reef. That's why. But it's a 2.5 hour ride right now, or 3 hour from Santa Clara, because Cienfuegos Airport's no longer running right now.
Yeah.
But that was a good resort.
You were going to talk about just your gratitude about running into subscribers.
Okay. I run into subscribers everywhere. And Ko Coco is like,
it's your stomping ground.
It's a stomping grounds. It's where Finding Fish basically started.
It is, totally.
It's actually it's not one of the first resorts we went to, but Amelia Coco is one of the.
It was our first video.
It was our first video. And we've been to Flamenco many times.
Yeah.
And so when I run into people in Toronto Airport, on airplanes, in Ko Coco, in the Ko Coco Airport, people, especially kids, they just can't even believe that I'm even there.
It's so cute.
Even adults, people older than me, like, I ran into some sweet couples. They're so happy to see me. I bring stickers to give away.
Yeah.
We have chit chats, and I am real, and I'm there all the time.
We do just want to say thanks, though. I mean,
we do want to say
thanks for reaching out to us. It motivates us.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, we question, what are we doing? Is this a good thing? And you guys really, when you support us like that, it gives us that energy.
Yeah, because we do go through low season, where low season, your numbers drop in YouTube, and guess what? That's how we make our money.
That's Mike's job.
Like you make your money through selling some merchandise, Patreon, making the videos.
But really, it's our views, right?
Like, it's all up to views. So that's, you go through low seasons, but things are picking up because people are starting to plan their upcoming travel season.
Yep.
I think Ghost Viper just had a question. What's the snorkeling like at Valentin Perla Blanca? Do you know what? I've never snorkeled there because when you get there, that beach is just phenomenal. So you're going to spend your day walking that beach. You're taking some beers from the lobby bar because they're going to give you cans of Crystal Extra. It's
pretty beautiful there.
And you're going to walk that beach, and especially at low tide, figure that out because that's going to be what you're going to want to do.
Yeah. And it's pretty clear. I don't like, there's not a lot going on in the water.
And it's pretty rough. So I don't know. But you're going to let us know.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know. Okay.
Snorkeling on the catamaran tours. Yeah. They do offer that a lot now, especially in Derail too.
Yeah. How do you reply to someone in this chat? Well, you could just answer them here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Don't forget to like this video. Someone's asking you, how long does it take to prepare a video and post online? It depends.
Well,
right?
That's why, like, and this is going to be honest, subscribers say, I haven't seen you. Like, they all run into them like in different times of the day. But because I'm always working. and people always say, well, don't you ever get sunburned? I don't get sunburned because from about 1 o'clock to 3, when it's extremely hot right now in Cuba, I'm in my room working. And I'm working, I work a lot in my room, especially the first 2 days when I get to resort, because it takes me about 25 to 30 hours to create one video.
Yeah.
That's the honest numbers.
Well, and it's really like,
and I have to bring it home and prepare it.
Remember when you first started, it took much longer. So you are amazing. You've come a long way.
But now I'm trying to keep my videos between 15 and 20 minutes. If Jenny's with me, I love to make longer videos because it's just different.
Yeah.
It's more of an experience.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoy it when Jenny's with me, but she can't be with me right now.
No, not right now, but soon, and hopefully a 4-day. Fantastic job. Thank you. And the staff at resorts say they appreciate what you're doing for Cuba. That's amazing. I love hearing that.
Because it really helps them out. Really.
I hope so. Yeah.
Because regardless of what happens at a resort, I'm never looking to go throw a resort under the bus ever.
No.
All resorts have sticking points, but all resorts have great things going on too.
They have their bright spot.
Yeah, Jenny always says the bright spots. Whether it's the beach bar, whether it's the food on the beach, whether it's the employees, whether it's the coffee at a specific spot, or the tacos on a beach at the Royalton. All resorts have something that is just that triggers in your mind, like that was awesome.
Yeah.
So regardless of what happens, you lost water or your towels didn't come on time.
Focus on the bright spot.
I do that in
life. You got to do that.
And Jenny is a major focuser on the glass half full.
I am. I love that. Just got to be. Mike, can we talk about merch? Let's talk about merch for a second, because someone asked about the hats. Yes, I have hats. So, and also you guys might notice I'm wearing Mike's Finding Fish burger hoodie today.
Yeah, but you can't buy that.
No, you can't.
That's not for sale. But
it's not. It's a one of a kind.
Yeah. Now let's quickly talk about the hats. When I'm going to send these hats, I buy these hats because I have to send these hats because I have to flatten them for shipping to keep the shipping costs down. But I'm going to tell you, they will spring back up.
Yeah.
And then if there's typically no marks. This is a new hat, but the one that I wear down south, when you get in the sun, that sun like just pops the material.
Oh yeah.
So don't worry if they come and they're flattened. That's how I have to ship them.
Ted Shaughnessy's in here. He just ordered a couple of hats. So Ted, it'll come to you maybe flat, but pop it out.
Yeah. So Ted, your hat's gonna be flattened like that, like a sandwich, but nice. But when you get it, it's gonna spring back up. Okay.
Yeah, and even though it's posted everywhere, if you want any of our merch, go to our Facebook page. You might have to scroll to find it because so much happens there, but the shirts are posted, the hats are posted. If you're having trouble, shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger through Finding Fish. Some people reach out to me on my personal account, and I just tell them to move over because it's hard for me to track both, and I don't want to miss you. So go to our Facebook, shoot me a messenger. If you can't find our merch, I'll send you some photos. But I will tell you, the shirts are going fast, and the tanks are going fast. So soon I'm just going to be saying, I'm sorry, I don't have it. But we do still have beach bags. We only have half of our beach bags left. That's the
Less than half
Nomad.
now.
Less than half.
And this shirt, I'm just going to
Nomad
tell you, this is
edition.
my personal shirt that I always wear. This is my personal shirt. I created it for me, and it's called the Nomad Edition because it's for when I traveled the world by myself, really, without Jenny. I'm like, I call myself the Nomad.
Yeah.
And when I only brought in 15 of these shirts in a size run. Once they're gone, I'll never make this shirt again. I was on the fence because it's my personal shirt. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it once. 15 people are getting it.
Yeah.
And that's it. But this year I created a bunch of new logos. It's almost going back to the 90s. Okay.
Late 80s. We talked about
late
this.
80s. So I've got like some neon pinks, blacks, and some neon yellows.
Yeah.
It's for when Jenny and I grew up and we had body glove. We had the
Varney.
Varney.
They had a cool
We
brand.
had all that stuff going on in our lives, and I wanted to recreate those memories of the 80s and 90s.
Totally.
So
Maui and Sons.
the Maui and Sun stuff. So I just created some of the colors that I thought would go well with that. And then once those colors are kind of done this year, I'm not recreating them because next year I'll make new colors. So everyone has a different.
Pepper. Oh yeah, all those.
Yeah,
brands.
so we always have something different. So when people go and they take their T-shirt, you might be the only person with that T-shirt.
Yeah. And so in the chat, there's lots of people chiming in. We can't satisfy everyone. You might not like this style of hat. You might have to, you have to do what you like, but we can't at this time until I retire create like this broad band of merch because it's just so much work.
Because it's just Jenny and I.
It's just us.
And I can't even believe on how busy our merchandise can get. It's unbelievable.
It can be like I could work full time on our merch.
Yeah. Until we get to the point where we can get to that next level. But it's just hard getting to that next level because then you just take all the money you made and you gave it to somebody. And then it's like, you're just doing it for nothing.
Yeah.
So we have to keep it small. And
don't think I don't appreciate all your ideas. I totally do.
100%.
Like a woman's sarong. I love all the ideas. I do. And they're in my head.
It's also sourcing it.
It's sourcing it. And then it's just me and I work full time and I'm busy this year. So
Jenny's busy. She's got a huge school. She's by herself. She lost her VP. So I go to school, I run around and come home and pretty much go to bed.
I'm out.
She's busy. So and I'm away. So
if we were big enough that we could hire one of our kids eventually, that would be amazing.
If our kids would just help out a little bit once in a while.
They got their own lives. They're all doing their own thing. And they all work also.
And we can't,
Anyway.
That's our problem.
That's our problem. That's another story. But we'll get there. And thank you for all your support. I actually am loving the merch right now. This is my new hat. I have a blue one as well, the light blue, but I really am loving the pink.
For the ladies, we just did pink and light blue.
Yeah, but some of the guys like the pink, babe.
Yeah, but to keep your sun off your head for the top of the day.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, they're nice and light and
now, this
airy.
is my own color. I only brought in one for me. I showed it, but actually I only brought in one because I didn't know how the color was going to be. But that's it.
No, that's the one we brought in for everyone, isn't it?
No.
That's your own, I thought. No,
Jen,
backwards.
I know what I'm talking. I ordered it.
Okay.
Don't.
Oh, and people also say to me when they reach out, can I get the black one? Just so you know, it's navy.
It's navy.
It's navy. So anyway.
I know they look like they're black, but it's actually a really dark navy, okay?
Yeah.
Because I thought black might be too hot down in Cuba.
I love the navy. Navy is the new black anyway. We're good. Okay.
Next
what else,
up,
Mike?
Okay, Patreons.
Yeah, now, Patreon.
This is important to me because these people went above and beyond.
Yeah.
And like first of all, everyone that subscribes, watches this, we appreciate that.
Totally.
100%.
Yeah.
I am not saying that's 100%. But people then, like Steve in Texas, he donates a lot of money to us.
He does.
And I'm not saying, but
we just want to highlight him.
We want to highlight him. He's so an older gentleman.
I don't think he's in today, but
I don't see him. But I want to tell you what I did with the money, Steve. I know you're not here. I went and I took all your money and I went and bought more hooks, coloring books, pencils, items for the Cuban kids as well. And that's what I did with what sometimes patrons give me.
Yeah.
I'll just take the money and I'll just go buy it all.
Yeah.
And or next time I go, or in a couple of more months, if I have more Patreon money, I'll just, when I'm kind of hoping to go to Veradero because I have a special.
Yes.
If I go there, I'm doing something special for someone I know there.
Yes.
And I just give it away.
Yeah.
I don't keep it for myself.
No.
It's not what I do.
If you go on our Patreon link, the highest level Patreon is also open to, and we did our first
video call.
We did a first video call.
So Steve reached out and said, listen, hey, I want to do a video call with you.
I'd love to have a little call.
And I said, no problem. So it has to work out for when I'm home. And
but it did.
We did a 20-minute video call, and we didn't even talk about travel.
No, we just talked. It was lovely.
Steve just wanted to know more about us, and he just wanted to shoot the shit with us. And we did it down in the studio.
Yeah.
And he sent him some items, and
we showed him some
some stuff. And
we just really caught up. It was like,
yeah, it was nice.
It was really nice. So he's highest level Patreon. And if you go to our link, you can see that. So if you are the highest level of Patreon, it's I think $25 or more. You get you can shoot us a message and we'll try to work that out for you.
Yeah, and you can shoot us a message where we do a video call. If you have upcoming travel needs that you want to be more specific about, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
We can really talk about it.
And we will plan around that. So, but you reach out to us.
Yeah, because sometimes I have a lot of people reaching out to us and they want specific questions. And they're not even a subscriber.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. And that's a good point. I wanted to touch on that. A lot of people like Mike, first of all, his phone is ridiculous. Yeah. He has thousands of messages. So so
sometimes if I don't reach out to you, it's because I don't even see them.
No.
Because they could just keep going like this live stream feed. It's crazy. So
really, if you're a Patreon, you're reaching out to me on Finding Fish. That's your best way.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're not a subscriber or a Patreon, I don't have time to answer again.
No, just if you're not a subscriber.
Right. Like if
you don't have to be a Patreon.
No, but if you're not a subscriber, but some of their questions are so detailed, and often
like I'm not a travel agent.
We're not travel agents.
But if you are a Patreon and you wanted to go over those specific details in a 20-minute conversation, I could explain that to you. Like I'm not a travel agent, but this is what I've experienced.
Yeah. And often I just reroute people. He's got a video on that resort. Yeah. Try to go watch it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just as easy as saying, hey, I did make the video on that. And I'm going back to resorts actually that I haven't been to in a while. Like that's why I want to go back to Cayo Largo and remake the video. I want to show what's going on now.
Look at Carolyn did cap locks. That's how you grab us. I'm sorry, but I've been saving for years, and I was wondering if Melina Keiko has good beds and AC. I'm going to tell you, the first time Mike and I went there over 10 years ago.
That's hard as concrete.
The beds, like I would wake up achy.
Oh, our ribs were sore.
Bruised. Like
that was a long time ago.
It was 13 years ago. Mike says the beds now are amazing.
Okay, I got a junior suite. And it's in the video. My mattress was fantastic. My air conditioning was really good. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did go they gave me a complimentary room at the end to shower in because I got kicked out of my room. The room was slightly dated. Great mattresses though. Okay. And I checked the water pressure because I had a shower in there and it was fine.
Okay, that's good to know.
And it was a garden room. So the mattresses there were really good. Just saying.
Yeah. And then someone else is asking, which area of Cuba is Mike off to? Is it just Cayo Coco? He'll be all over the place.
Okay, I'm back to Cayo Coco this week for 7 days. Yeah. Then I'm in Veradero. Yeah. Then I'm back in Veradero. Then I'm back in Cayo Guillermo.
Oh, wicked.
And then I'm hopefully going to go to Hogan.
And hopefully I'm joining.
Yeah. And then, how about, so that's kind of where I'm at right now.
He's all over the place.
I'm all over the place because I want to go to different areas all the time. Yeah. I have a question. Should I make another top resort video of this year? Should I do that? And I'm thinking, should I make my favorite resort video? And I'm thinking, should I make a food video? Would you be interested in seeing something like that?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Those are very complicated videos to make, and they take a lot of time. So if it's, I don't know, sometimes it's like you can make these videos, and if they're not well received, it's hard. So
someone's asking you, and I see he's Cuban and he wants to see subtitles. I think we have that's a technical setting on your end, because we have, I think,
7 different languages.
Seven different languages.
So I'm in Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Japanese. I think I'm in Hindu. I believe I'm in German and French.
So you change your settings, and you should be able to get it in Spanish.
You can go into captions.
Great question. Thank you. Please make that video and the food video.
Play it. Ted's going to Playa Luxury. Yes, late in October. Yeah. I had conversations with subscribers about Playa Luxury, and this was my thoughts. I actually got invited to go there last year, And I just said, well, I'm not going to go there right yet because the resort was just kind of getting in the swing of things. And I don't want to go to a resort and then I get invited and then it's different than what everyone else gets.
That's right.
So that's why I didn't go.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to have about a year under its belt and then I'm going to go because then it's like I get to see the real deal. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I've been hearing a lot of great things about Playa Luxury. But when you put luxury in your title, you better be luxury.
You better be luxury. Someone would like to see a street food review in Holguin. Okay. And so here's another point. People often will reach out to me and ask really detailed questions about where Mike is. You know, I don't share that. Like Mike has to just go. And half the time, to be honest,
Jenny doesn't know unless she looks at my schedule.
I don't even know where Mike is. Like my friends
Jenny will
even
ask. Yeah, Jenny will say, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm going next week." I don't know. Like I have to look at my little.
We are like, and it's like we're. How do I explain it to people? Our family runs like a business. We have things going on and it's just so busy. I don't know where Mike is half the time. So
Ghost Viper's writing in. What about making more videos about excursions?
Yeah, we don't do that often.
I get asked that a lot, but the issue with excursions is it's for a select market. And sometimes it depends when the excursion is going to be offered and where I'm at the resort and actually making the video. So my number one priority is always making a resort video because that's why I'm flying down there.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't flying to a resort to go to an excursion. That's an add-on.
Especially if you're only there for 4 days. Like
if I'm there for 4 days.
Tight squeeze just to get a resort video in.
And I want to put all my energy into making the best video I can for a resort.
But you know what? As I retire, those will be easier videos for us to make. And you'll see our channel, I think, morph in a whole new way.
Yeah.
Right?
I just need Jenny's help with that because by the time I'm doing TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube for the resort video.
Well, and I think an excursion video would be much better with two people. Like it's an interaction, right? So anyway.
But that's still on the radar.
Totally. And this is like for Mike and I, this is my retirement plan as well. I have people ask, like, are you gonna travel with Mike when you retire? Of course I am. Like, yes, I am. And so
Jenny just wants to cross the finish line.
Some people even say, are you gonna stay on and like do another year as a principal? And I'm like, not a chance. Not a chance. I love my job. I have loved education, but like I'm so excited to embark on new ventures. So anyway, that's us. I don't know, Mikey, what do you think? Are we answering a few more questions?
Yeah, I want to answer a few more questions because this is going to happen. So Jenny retires next year in November. We're going to be in Cuba.
Oh yeah.
And then we're going to be in Cuba in January for sure. And it's going to be her and I making all the Cuban videos.
Yeah.
Then we're actually going to fly to Asia. And a lot of people probably might not be interested, but we're going to be going to maybe the Philippines and we're going to show you Vietnam. We're going to show you beaches and lifestyles because as Jenny and I retire, Ontario is expensive. Yeah. And I'm not, it's expensive to live here. We want to go places where we can stretch our money and be in a warm climate. And Southeast Asia can offer that for 2 or 3 months or 4 months, where it's expensive to go live at an island in Dominican for 4 months or Barbados, where we can go over there while we're still young and our insurance costs are still low.
And we can still walk.
And we still walk and have mobility.
Get around. And Mike and I are all about staying fit.
Yeah. And eventually we're going to get old where we're going to be coming more closer to home. But that's kind of later on in our years. That's why we want to adventure, why we're still fit and young and amazing.
We want 20 years. Yeah. 20 years of good travel.
But I don't even look that far out. I look out like 6 months out.
Yeah. Yeah. And finding fish. Yeah. Yeah. Events, a specific resort, and a retirement party for Jenny in Cuba. That sounds fantastic.
Maybe. Maybe.
That would be the only kind of retirement party I want anyway. Yeah. I'm pretty low key.
I have a few things on the go, but like a couple of little maybe contests, but it depends. I have to really think it out.
Yeah.
I do have a question. I don't know if I should ask this. Someone reached out to us. Should I say?
Yeah, sure.
Should I say it?
Doesn't hurt to run things by.
Someone did reach out to us. It was an airline. And they asked, why aren't we working together?
But shouldn't we be working?
Shouldn't we be working together? And so it took me I was down south and it took me a couple of days to respond. and I'm going to say it like this.
Oh,
if
so
we're going to
nice,
work
Archie.
together, and you're probably watching, if we're going to work together, Jenny needs to be involved.
Yes.
And even if she can only fly down for 4 days, you have the airplane, fly her down.
Yeah.
Make her in the video.
That's part of our prerequisite.
And like, if we're going to work together, it has to be working together for us. The number one thing for me to go down is to create finding fish videos for viewers.
Yes.
That's my number one.
Our
And secondary, I will create a video for you, and then I'm going to do TikToks, and I'm going to do that.
That's so cute.
But I need to be at a resort longer than 3 days.
Yeah.
If we're not going to go to a resort, and I'm going to go to 3 resorts in 7 days, it's just too much pressure on me. I've done that before. I'd rather go to resorts for 3 to 4 days and make better quality videos, and then get Jenny involved in at least one video and fly her home and keep me down there, and I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah. That's good.
There you go.
Yep.
What would you do if you were me? Would you work with an airline, or would you just keep doing what I'm doing?
Fish.
So that's a question for you guys.
Yeah, and we contemplate it daily.
Well,
to be honest.
Yeah, we're contemplating that all the time, because we just made a couple of live streams saying, "Oh, we're not going to work with people again." But then this pops up.
I know it's hard. Like, we just sometimes we're pulled in different directions, and we think, "Oh, that could be a great opportunity," and we've got to look out for ourselves as well. So.
And we have to look out for making good quality content, and the content that's not going to be like compromised, thinking, "Oh, you're paid, so you're going to get a better experience."
I love that. Brendan Burke, they have an Airbnb in Cuba. He's like, "How about a good old fashioned Cuban house party at our place in Cuba to celebrate awesome. Jenny's retirement?"
That'd be great.
Yeah, you just never know. And Ghost Viper, he's still thinking about a group trip. Well, we've never really thought about a group trip. I think all of you have.
We didn't say we didn't think about a group trip.
Well, we've thought of it when we're bigger.
Yeah. We're just not there yet.
We're not there yet, but
and probably I just want to I got to concentrate on getting back to like building videos right now, and that's my number one goal.
I love
and
that.
then I want to cross the finish line eventually.
Oh, that's nice. Some people encourage to go and like videos for us, and
you know what? If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. It does really help us out. Share our videos.
Yeah.
That's amazing, because that really helps us out. Thank you to everyone that's on our Patreon.
Thank you.
Nick and Joni just joined up. That really does
help us out. And I loved that you put that in your latest video. I've seen that on other YouTubers where they list their Patrons. That's a great idea. Yeah. Because we said we would do that.
And I'm going to.
Shout outs.
Hello, Marco.
And the other thing I wanted to say is we have had a ton
7 Days in Paradise as a Patreon.
Amazing feedback on our beach bags. They are a great material. They're resilient. They clean up really well. People are loving the size of them.
They're easy to ship.
They're easy to ship. The colors are phenomenal.
Yeah, they did a really great job with our beach bags. That's the only beach bag I'm going to carry. Yeah. Once they are gone, I'm not ordering any more merchandise until late October, because Jenny needs a break. Yes. And then we'll stop shipping.
Christmas.
No, we're going to stop shipping in the second week of December, or the first week in December.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Travel. That would be for our Christmas order. We're not ordering anything.
So when this stuff's gone, it's gone until probably mid-October.
Yeah. Okay? Awesome.
Listen, folks, it's Sunday. We're going to go enjoy the outdoors.
We're going to go for a nice walk.
I'm leaving for Cuba tomorrow. I'm going to post a couple pictures on Facebook what I'm taking, and that's from the Patreons that support me.
And thank you for all the comments in here.
Thanks for spending your day with us.
There was a gentleman in here, I think it's initials RC, but he's Cuban, and he just really said he appreciates what we do for the Cuban people, which is nice to hear, because Mike and I do get lots of negative comments as well for being in Cuba. So
we get fractional negative comments, but from people that want to just take people down because they're trying to do a good job in life.
It's nice to hear. It's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Have a lovely day. Enjoy your trip, Mikey.
Guys, like I always say, if you like our channel, like and subscribe. It really does help us out. Yes. Thank you to all our patrons. And guess what? We're going to see you in the next video.
See you. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.
Adios.